All right, before we jump into another premiere draft for Ikoria Lair of Behemoths, I want to remind everyone that my content is sponsored by Card Kingdom. You can visit their website by clicking on the link in the description below on YouTube or their logo below on Twitch. And if you do, it'll use my referral link, and you can check out their great store, so check them out. This will be the last stream in this particular house, actually. So, there you go. Okay. So here's an interesting pick. We have Snare Tactician again, a card that is great for the cycling deck and is takeable over a lot of rares and uncommons in this set. However, I do think Lava Brink Venturer is better. It ends up being a real problematic evasive threat in this format a lot of the time, and it's a 3-mana 3/3 fail case. Snare Tactician's good, but you have to end up with a lot of cycling for it to be as good as Lava Brink Venturer. I also like Dreamtail Heron, but I think we still take the Venturer. Dire Tactics is maybe on the table, but I think I'd still take the Venturer, and I think that's what we'll do. Okay, so this is interesting. Another interesting pick. So we have Fire Prophecy and Flame Spill. I think Fire Prophecy is actually better, even though it's the common and Flame Spill is the uncommon. I like the Prophecy because it gives you card selection in addition to being removal. And it's, just as efficient, maybe even slightly more efficient than Flame Spill is. The Auricorn's fine, but it's really Fire Prophecy or Flame Spill here. There's not really any other card in the conversation. Okay. So Howlbonder's pretty good with his Super Menace. You do have to end up with enough other things with Menace for him to be worth it. This is a pretty weak pack overall. I think I'm just going to take a Tigerilla. I don't usually want to be third picking one of those, but, it happens. All right, here I think we take a Marmoset. It's a nice cycling payoff, but it's reasonable in a deck that doesn't get a huge amount of cycling, too. So I think we take it here. If the Super Menace guy does come back, our Tigerilla does play well with it. It is interesting that Prophecy's better, but they do that sometimes. All right, well, here I think we take a Frill Scare Mentor. That's another Menace payoff, so be interesting to see if we get more. I don't love Vulpikeet. I think it's fine, and Vantasaur as a 1-mana cycler is fine, too. I'd probably be a little more inclined to take it if we'd taken that Snare Tactician, but we'll take the Frill Scare Mentor. I like all the Mentors, but I like the flying one and this one the most. The green one probably the third best. The other two, the white one and the black one, are not as exciting, I don't think. I think that's because the red one, blue one, and green one all give evasive abilities, and that's often more of an upgrade than Vigilance, certainly more than Vigilance, and usually more than Lifelink, too. So, yeah. Maybe we'll just be mono-red aggro, Okay, so here's an interesting pick. We got Dead Weight, which is a nice removal spell, but it hasn't been, like, an incredible one. Thank you for the sub, One Roll Tide Man. Even if you are an Alabama fan, I'll accept it, I guess. Dranith Healer or Deadweight is really what we're looking at here. So cycling payoff, also good with Marmoset. Deadweight has kind of underperformed in this format. It does kill some pretty nice creatures, but there's a lot that it doesn't kill in this format. And we already have one good white card, so I think we're just going to go with the healer. Where'd you get One Roll Tide Man from, if you're not an Alabama fan? South Carolina, I can accept that. I'm an Oklahoma fan, so we've lost to Alabama a lot lately. Although we did have Jalen Hurts for a year, and that was pretty cool. Okay. So So I'll probably just Rock Slide here. It's a good removal spell. You know, there's a 1-mana cycler here, but while we're a red-white deck, I'm not convinced we're a red-white cycling deck. You know what I mean? Oh, grew up in Alabama. Gotcha. Okay, so Tentative Connection, if we really end up in a legit black-red deck, is intriguing, and that might be where we end up, but we'll probably just take a Patagia Tiger here. Okay, wow. Well, this Snare Tactician came back. I don't hate that. I think people are, like, afraid to draft cycling now. I mean, this weekend we've had decent success with the cycling deck plans. I think, you know, it's... So many people have moved towards playing cycling that it's harder to draft, but, you know. I think we'd probably take the Crystal. It helps us splash, potentially, and it has cycling, and the Sabertooth's fine, but it's not awesome. Does make me wish I'd taken a few more of those cyclers. I'm going to take the Connection on the off chance, because we do have, what, 2 cards that do menace things already, and if we pick up, like, Weaponize the Monsters, it might be interesting to play. And we didn't give up a whole lot in that pack. Let's get a Zenith Flare in the next pack and just go crazy on cycling. We'll put the Connection here first. But, you know, if we end up with enough menace creatures, even without a sacrifice outlet, I think I would be interested in it. Here we're going to take a Cliffs, in case we get something we want to splash. Yeah, Arthur, I've had early Zenith Flare turn into like a 3/3 deck, so I feel you. Yesterday we got one in our second pack, and our cycling deck did 6 and 3, but... Right, I don't hate Cathartic Reunion. I don't hate that either, as a last pick. I do hate Colossification. Okay, so this is interesting. Here's a Fox. That's one of the great payoffs. It's not quite Zenith Flare, but it's probably only below... The only cycling payoff above it is probably Zenith Flare. So it's the second best one. Frill Scare Mentor is nice, but I think given what we've seen, I want to take Flourishing Fox here again. We had this in our first deck of the day, so may have it here. I like the Heron, I like Grim Dancer, I like Frill Scare Mentor, but I think even pack one, pick one at this point, you take Flourishing Fox. Ooh. So we could go hard on cycling here, but I don't think that's the right thing to do when you have Cub Warden. He's great. He doesn't have cycling like Drannith Healer, but he's still going to be a better card. You know, wouldn't hate an Evolving Wilds, stuff like that later, but we'll take the Cub Warden. Ooh, another Fox. So we had 2 Foxes in our deck, first deck of the day that we went 2 and 3 in. So we'll see how we do here, but we definitely take another Fox. I mean... I try to avoid it a little bit, but I honestly haven't ended up drafting the cycling deck that many times. Like, overall, I just haven't done it. When I tried to draft it early in the format, it didn't pan out for me. I don't think I went quite hard on it enough. So I've really only had, like, 1 successful cycling deck out of the 4 or 5 that I've drafted. So, counting the first one of today, which I wouldn't say is successful as a 2 and 3 deck. So, we have a Crystal, but we already have some stuff to help us fix in case we get something we want to fix. So I may just want to take another cycler here that is a little more useful. More likely to be useful, I should say. Okay, so you take Go for Blood over Blade Banish. 1 mana cycler that can also be a removal spell is pretty reasonable. Okay, so we do have some menace already, so the Hellbonder might be worth looking at. We could take, if we didn't take it, we could take something with cycling 2. Maybe that's just what we want to do, although I really prefer the 1 mana cyclers. I think for now we're going to go Hellbonder here. I really still feel like we really need a Zenith Flare to tie everything together. We could also use some more removal. Certainly wouldn't hurt. Here's a 1-mana Cycler. I think we probably grab it over a Keensight Mentor. Keensight's fine, but 1-mana Cycler is appealing. That's just how good they are in this strange format. So right now, what do we have? We have 2 Foxes, a Healer, and a Snare Tactician, and a Marmoset. That's not too bad halfway through pack 2. It's funny, I haven't played with this guy. Well, I think I had him in a deck once that ended up not being much of a cycling deck. And I just played him because I had like 4 cards with cycling and he has cycling 1. But earlier today was the first draft of the day is the first time I really had a deck where it actually was good. And it looks like we're going to do it twice today with 2 of them at least. So if we can like randomly find a way to splash black off a dual land, that's always nice if you can actually cast Memory Leak sometimes. Ooh, another Tactician. Definitely the pick here. Sorry, Huntmaster Liger. Sonorous Howlbonder does pair pretty well with Snare Tactician. I'm not sure I understand what's... Oh, I see. I see what's going on now. On the art. There's little babies. Little baby foxes. So, 2-mana Cycler. Tranquil Cove to maybe help us splash. Let's take the Cycler. I think we have enough cycling now that we can start doing that. Enough payoffs, that is. Like I said, I wouldn't hate... Well, I wouldn't hate something like Bloodfell Caves, but this pack also has Lava Serpent and Clash of Titans, so I don't think I take the Caves here. So, this card is nice, but it doesn't line up as frequently as you'd like it to blow out your opponent. It definitely can. It definitely can get owned. I mean, be great, but it's just not usually. It has a really high ceiling, but also a pretty low floor, is what I would say. Take another healer. Come on, Zenith Flare. I like this guy a lot because he's not a bad finisher and he has cycling, you know? He's kind of like the red 7-mana worm. I think the worm is better, but, you know. I mean, I think you can mainboard Clash, and I think we probably would in this deck, but Lava Serpent is definitely the pick there. They should have given it cycling 2 or something, Clash. That would have made it considerably better. Well, there's not a Zenith Flare in here. Best card is probably Grim Dancer, but that's not for us. For us, we've got an Evolving Wilds, which isn't going to pay us off a whole lot at this point. Probably just take a Cloud Piercer, which is pretty lame, but I like it more than Vulpikeet. And another charge. Okay. So, we have a pick here between 3 cards I really want. Checkpoint Officer, Splendor Mare, and Prickly Marmoset. I want all 3 of them. But I have to only choose 1 here, apparently. This will be good in our deck if it wheels. We have a good mix of humans and non-humans. I feel like we probably want the Marmoset. I just think it's going to do more in this deck. With all the cycling and stuff. Ooh, Draenith Stinger. Yes, please. Someday I want to draft around this because it reminds me, it's basically the exact same card as Pyrehound from Shadows over Innistrad, and that was a really fun build around. How good is the Blitz going to be in this deck? Oh, there's another Snare Tactician. I don't think it matters. Yeah, we're just going to take it. All right, so now we need to just take everything that has cycling. I think we're a deck that can get away with that now. Because right now we don't actually have a ton of cycling. I mean, we have some, but we don't have an amazing amount. I'm going to put this over here for now. Same with the fumes. Yeah, Spellgorger Weird was a little different, though. Not having Trample is a huge difference on that kind of creature. So Porky Parrot's pretty nice. But this has 1 mana cycling, and it's a removal spell. So I think we just have to be doing that now. Once we have 3 Snare Tacticians and 2 Flourishing Foxes, not to mention Drannith Healers and Drannith Stingers, I think that's the right thing to do. Okay, so it's Blitz versus Checkpoint Officer. So we have 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I don't think we're there on Blitz, so I'm going to take Checkpoint Officer. The Ceratops is not strictly better because it costs 1 mana more. But yeah, it has 1 more toughness and it has trample. So in terms of efficiency, it probably comes out ahead a little bit. We have a lot of humans now. Not as many non-humans as I thought we did. Okay, so here's an interesting pick. Do we take the 1 mana Cycler in a cycling deck that does not have Zenith Flare? Or do we take a card that's on color? I think we probably take a 1 mana Cycler, honestly. We also have a land that can help us fix, but we're not desperate for that at all. So we're just going to take another Memory Leak. I wouldn't mind a land that can produce black mana, just so we can occasionally cast Memory Leaks, but if we don't get it, we don't get it. We'll take a Moloch here. He's a nice cycling payoff. He's a little bit different than the other ones. He's kind of grindy. Most of the ones we have in our deck are the more aggressive ones, but he's still pretty nice. Okay, so we'll take a Coordinated Charge. We have a lot of non-humans at the top of our curve, and then a lot of humans like 1 through 3. I'm probably not going to end up playing this crystal. Even though it does have cycling, I don't think we need it. Okay, like I said, I think Fight as 1 is pretty reasonable in this deck, and it's not like there are great options here. So we'll take it. It may not make the cut, but Raptor or Cat? I guess we'll take a Raptor. Okay, well here I think it's worth taking... Oh, there's a 1 mana Cycler, so never mind. I don't hate another Patasia Tiger, though. Yeah, so we're not going to run any black mana or blue mana. We just have them in as cyclers. We don't have as much to cut as it looks like, because we're probably only going to run 14 lands in this thing. So... yeah, we don't want islands, and we don't want swamps. So I think we just go 7/7 here. We could run the cliffs, but because that costs mono blue, there's no reason to do it. I would do it if it didn't cost mono blue, but it does. All right, so we need to cut 6 cards. Yeah, I've had Fight as 1 be pretty nice in other decks, too. But yeah. So, in terms of cycling, we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 cyclers, 14 cyclers. Forgot to count the fox. So that's pretty good. I think we just need to be cutting things that don't have cycling and aren't cycling payoffs when we can. And the Hellbonder is probably not going to be good enough in this deck. It is, Menace is good with Snare Tactician, but we only have 2 other cards with Menace, and so I don't think we really want him. I think we do hold on to the Mentor. I think it's good enough to stay in the deck despite not having cycling or being a cycling payoff. I think maybe Cloud Piercer is cut, though. Yeah. I think we could probably go down to 1 Tiger. And maybe we just cut them all. Both the Tigers. Yeah. Probably do. And maybe even the Tigerilla. I think maybe Fight as One is on the chopping block, sadly for it. I think we lose it, and Venturer is good enough to stay in despite its limitations, not being a cycler, etc. Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards Tigerilla here. Yeah, that's where we're going to go. All right, I think this looks solid. It's another one, having 1 Zenith Flare would make me feel so much better about this deck, but we'd have a lot of payoffs, even if we don't have Zenith Flare, so. I don't think we want to cut the Mentor, since it can give Menace to our Foxes. All right, I think we can get away with this. We'll cycle Memory Leak at the end of their turn. The Mentor has like 6 or 7 targets, which is plenty for a 3-mana 3/2. And 2 of them are cycling payoffs, so that makes me even more interested in them. All right. Foxes, Marmosets, and high drops. So we're up against Gigantha, which I'm not pumped about. Let's see if a Fire Prophecy gets pointed at this Marmoset. Well, not right away, anyway. So they're like a cycling deck that also has Gigantha, which is not what you want to be dealing with. Because those, as I've said in this format, there are 3 things that you hope you do. Nut cycling deck, Companion, or Ultimatum. And they may have 2 of the 3 of those in one deck. So, Alright, well, we're going to play another Marmoset. Well, both of our Marmosets have now been dealt with. Alright, so we're just going to kill Gigantha on our turn. I think I'm just going to attack with my Officer, because tapping something down at the end of their turn won't really help me do more damage or anything. Of course I decide not to leave the checkpoint officer untapped, and then they play that, you know? That's how it goes sometimes. So you are even, aren't you? Okay. Yeah, it's probably time to start holding on to lands. So I think we go ahead and play our Stinger here too, even though it means we won't be able to tap something down this turn. I think we still do it. Oh, I missed a damage there. Well, that's not good. Wonder what they have. Because I definitely block here. Alright, so I think we go with our Fire Prophecy on their Tactician. Yep, he can tap down our poor Venturer. It didn't seem necessary to double block because we can just start tapping down the Lava Serpent whenever we want to, more or less. So the question here is whether I'd rather play a 3-2 or be able to tap this guy down. I think tapping him down is pretty significant. I'm going to hold on to the Mentor for now. We don't have a place to... We could put Menace on the Marmoset, but it's not going to matter, so... Well, I'm glad he's also even. So we're just going to end our turn again. We really have to hope our Venturer can continue to live his life. The good news is we gave it protection from 2 really good common removal spells, in addition to the creatures in play, from Pacifism and Fire Prophecy. Not from Flame Spill, unfortunately. But, yeah. Alright, well, I think it's time to play the Mentor now. Yeah, Swallow Hull can kill it too, but only if it's tapped. And I don't think it's going to be tapped for a while. Look out. That Marmoset has Menace. I'm gonna hold on to this land. No. We just need to draw all of our cycling. We actually have already drawn a lot of it, unfortunately. 1, 2, 4 cards. It's not that bad. So I think we tap down the Serpent again. I think I feel fine about trading for Splendor Mare with our Frill Scale. Well, that's interesting. It's like, do I play the Fox or do I cycle the Fox? We have 4 cards of cycling, 5, 6 of our 13 cards with cycling. I think we go ahead and play it. Man, it is tempting. I mean, doing 1 damage and tapping something extra down could really open the floodgates on our opponent. Well, I think we're going to cycle it. I wonder if they have Zenith Flare. Then playing another creature. Ah, okay. Yeah, that sucks. They're going to play a couple new creatures here. Now I don't feel like tapping one more thing has a significant enough effect to do it. I think we just play our Fox now. Ooh. Now we definitely do. Hold on. We don't want to tap our mana stupid. Oh, we already did, didn't we? No, there's no way for us to do it without... Yeah. Without tapping down all of our white. Because it needs 2 white to mutate. Okay. So we can't tap something down this turn with our officer, but I think that's probably okay. Finding a way to win this might be a little tricky. Especially because they almost definitely have Zenith Flare. Of course, they're probably thinking the same thing about us. Yep, we're red-white cycling. Okay. This is another where it's like, is it worth cycling? Or would I rather use it as a fight spell? I think we're going to wait to do it until their turn or the end of their turn anyway, so... So downside is I can't use Go for Blood on my own Venturer either. always forget it's a sorcery. Foolishly. Well, that's not nice. Okay. Yeah, now we have 2 cyclers. That can also be removal spells, but what happens if I cycle them both right now and tap down these 2 and attack them with everything? 3, 4, 5, 8, 10, 12, 15. I would take on the backswing. Actually, it's 17, isn't it? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 12, 14. It's 17, so they'd have to block with whatever I don't tap down. And then they can swing back at me for, and I would gain 5, and they can swing back at me for 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18. 18! Alright. I think we're going to go for this, though. Maybe we'll hit another cycler. Oh, yeah, we also have this damage. Yeah, so we'll tap down you. I wasn't trying to mute this guy. Just... We hit another cycler, so... I wonder what they have, like what they might be able to survive with here. All right, everybody. I'll go up to 21, and they'll take 10. They'll be able to swing back for 18. The question is whether I should hold on to these 2 cats or maybe the Lava Brink Venturer. I guess gaining the life off the cats is pretty big. I'm definitely attacking with all of these. Alright, we're gonna go for it. See if we regret it. Should I have waited until their turn to try to do this? Maybe. Let's hope they don't have anything else. All right. That's not good news. 5, 9, 12, and 12. They can gain back 4 life here, too. God. That's brutal. How painful is that, that they had exactly the damage they needed? I should have been less aggressive. Just leaving back a one creature would have helped us there. I think I should have either waited till their turn to do all of that, or yeah. I don't think I would have lost if I left back like both of the lifelinkers, but maybe I could. Alright, this seems fine with all the cycling. Okay. Let's hope they miss. Wow, did they miss? They did miss. That's kind of surprising. Let's cycle this memory leak. I'm just gonna attack them for 2 here. I don't really want to just play Cub Warden because I have no way to get the trigger if I play it, but we may have to soon. Yeah, I'm probably just going to play the Cub Warden here. It's good with our Go for Bloods, too, so... Could be a parrot deck. How could he have untapped? He only had 1 blue mana. Yeah. Yeah, Glimmer Bells are pretty obnoxious against our Go for Bloods and stuff. Our cycling, I mean, our tapping. We have a lot of tapping in this deck. Probably cycle a Go for Blood here to tap that, although they can untap it, actually, so maybe not so much. It's probably still the right thing to do to cycle it, but... Yeah, I'm not feeling great about this deck. I thought it was going to be better than our first cycling deck of the day, but I have my doubts now. Well, now it can't untap, so I'm at least going to cycle in response. You're even, you're even. Probably best to name even. Although, now, it's probably best to just slam a Lava Serpent and attack them. Okay, how much mana do we have? We have not quite enough. Hexproof is not a lot of fun. Okay. I'm gonna go for Blood the Migratory Greathorn while they're tapped out, and then play our Venturer. I can also just gain life for free here. So I think that's probably what I do. And then I name Even. Next turn I can Moloch and go for Blood, although I won't be able to cast it right away unless I draw a land. So well, that'll work though. Actually, yeah. Snare Tactician, Moloch, or just tap this down and attack with everything. I think just tap this here and attack with everything is better. Doesn't mean we're going to take a hit here, but I think that's okay with all of our gained life. Thank you for the follow, Colonel Dark. All right. That one went well for us. Okay, I think this is a keeper. We can actually Marmoset Cub Warden potentially, and that is fairly potent. We've gotten our Venturer a lot. It's been good in both games. I mean, by a lot, I mean in our first two games, but now also our third game. I hate Karuga. I hate Karuga so much. I hate it. It's really deflating to play against one of the three, like, insane of these guys. It's like, oh man, they're beatable, sure, but it is a challenge, and you know that from the beginning. Yeah, we'll play our officer here. Maybe it eats an Essence Scatter, but doesn't look like it. Oh, man. That is not great news. I may end up having to let them draw a card off of that, which is pretty bad. So my options are that I can cycle something. Or I think letting them draw a card is better than basically time walking myself, sadly. Like, we need to hit a land drop pretty badly here. I guess we probably want to memory leak first. That's brutal. Alright, we're going to try again. Ooh! Well, at least we'll be able to kill it. Well, I don't know. Oh, man. That's not good. Oh, boy. Well, I think we're going to play our Stinger and end the turn here. This isn't looking good. They're going to play this and draw 2 and then hit me for 2 and draw another. Okay. I think we want to get the Tactician down. So they'd play this and draw 3 right now. And then draw another card after they hit me. Isn't that great? Oh my god. This one feels like it's over before it even began. We have a chance, but not a lot of one. All right. All right, so we're just gonna end our turn and hold up all the cycling. Of course. All right, well. I have the mana to do it, and I don't really want to cycle multiple things, so maybe I just cycle my Lava Serpent here instead of the healers so I can actually cast. I don't need to cycle more than one thing here. That costs 3, yeah. So we'll cycle a Lava Serpent. There's our Fox. Okay, that's pretty good. Unfortunately for me, yeah, I think we have to tap down the Thieving Otter this turn. Maybe I just need to start gaining life off of cycling. I mean, I'm going to take 6. Actually, I'm going to take more than that this turn. Yeah. So I think we have to tap 1 down. There's not a way for me to tap down more than 1, so there's no point. Oh, but I can't tap down any if I cast my healer. Okay. Not looking good. Not looking good. Okay. I'd rather let them draw a card, sadly, than take the damage, so... Okay. So we're looking at 6 damage in the air. We don't have any way to tap anything down. So I think maybe we just need to gain life off of Cub Warden here. Yeah. So let's attack. I'll probably cycle Frostveil Ambush. They can kill it. I mean, if they triple block it. They decided not to, though. Whew. Come on, Cub Warden. Get us back in this thing. At this point, even if I kill the Phoenix, it comes back, so that's nice. Being sarcastic, by the way. We could have a big coordinated charge turn if they can't kill us here. It's definitely an option. Four, 6, 8. Yeah, I think we just take 6 here. Not that I had a choice, being tapped out and having no flying blockers, but... Don't kill my Cub Warden, come on. Oh. Just when I thought we might find our way out. Okay. Well, we're dead to the Flyers, so we're going to need to kill one of them. Six mana is what we have, huh? Coordinated charge with the Cubs isn't a terrible idea, but I also don't really love it. I think I'd rather wait a turn. I think I just Rumbling Rock Slide here and then play Drannith Healer. So we kill the Otter. Play our healer. Although I may not have another turn, I guess. Because I have to block pretty ugly here to survive. Should I have killed the Phoenix instead? Oh. The answer is definitely yes. I think our only way out was finding a coordinated charge win, and that's not a good way to go. That was rough. Ooh, yeah, okay. Turn 1 Fox. Let's do this thing. We have some of, you know, Fox, Venturer, and Tactician are some of the best cards in our deck. So. Let's hope they don't kill it right away. The decks aren't inconsistent at all, Kevin, if you have Zenith Flare, but yeah, they can be otherwise. So... So now we have the removal spell, which is nice. I do not have a flare. I have a bunch of payoffs, but not the flare. They're actually not inconsistent at all when you do have flare. I'm actually going to play our Venturer here. Odd or even? This won't be able to block it if we go with odd, but who knows what else they have. But I guess I'm going to go with odd. Maybe I should go with even. It seems like that takes out... Yeah, let's go with even. It takes a lot of removal spells out of the equation the more I think about it. Of course, my Fox can die to those removal spells, but he's done a lot already, so... In particular, he's done 9 damage. So, they have gained 1 life back, but, you know. So, Pacifism can't kill it. Blood Curdle can't kill it. They decided to go wide, huh? That kind of sucks. Doesn't feel like we're running 14 lands. Alright, so we are going to attack here. They can't double block it, so... This is even, yeah. Play this Tactician. And hope we draw some cycling. Well, that's not cycling, but I will take it. It will let us draw a card effectively. So... I think we go ahead and kill one of these. Vulpikeet's more of a problem. So I guess that's what we'll do. There's a chance they have a trick, but that's fine. Okay, they don't have a trick. Do I just attack with everything here? I think we do. Well, that definitely went our way. Let's hold on to both of these, like we can tap things down. Thanks for the follow, Chook. Why does it have, like, crystals as a symbol for protection? I guess it's, like, warding crystals? I don't know. Makes me think of Mutate in this set. So we're at least going to do another 2 and 3. Not really what you want to be doing, but... We have 14 lands in the deck. Man, if only there was a Fox in this hand. I think we still keep it, but... We could draw a Fox, I suppose. We'll wait to cycle at the end of their turn. Not that we're really capable of bluffing anything. We're going to go ahead and play a 2-drop here instead of cycling it. We have all the cycling payoffs that aren't Zenith Flare, basically. Common and uncommon, I think. We have at least one copy of all of them. Okay, so I just play my Mentor here and plan on trading. Or play my Checkpoint Officer and cycle Go for Blood. Player Officer. Hitting a 4th land would be nice. Turns on our Rock Slide. Oh yeah, we don't have the Reflection or the Signpost in common, yeah. That's all true. Poor guy. And we're gonna take 3 here. Yeah, we'll cycle here. I think I'm going to play the Tactician and just brace for another hit. Yeah, Raptor Reflection would be nice. It's one we missed out on. Well, could double block this. It's not the worst plan in the world. I think that is what I'm going to do, is double block. They're going to kill my Snare Tactician, of course, and then kill the Wolf Bear with my Rock Slide. Yeah. Go ahead and attack. I wish we had Zenith Flare. If I mentioned that. Yeah, I mean, my Snare Tactician could have... That's mean. Could have kept it tapped down for a while. It's true. Alright, so we're going to cycle Memory Leak. Ah... Well, I think we play our Cub Warden and then probably give it Mutate. Give it Mutate. Give it Menace. We can play our Lava Serpent. If we draw a land, we probably just slam the Lava Serpent next turn, but we'll see what we draw. We do have 2 other Snare Tacticians. Gross. So they can get back dead weight. That's not very nice. They might not get back dead weight, though. They might just get their Wolf Bear. Wolf Bear would be a problem. Okay. Well, I think we play our Mentor. And hold up all this cycling and fire prophecy and all of that. Sucks that it costs 3. I like the ones that only cost 2 to pump. So I can fire prophecy the naturalist at the end of their turn. I don't know if that's going to be worth it. But we could do it if we wanted. Ooh. Okay. Well, I guess we're going to discard our shredded sails. Oh yeah, then get back dead weight and kill our mentor. Or just get back another... Gross. That is gross. So, yeah, they got back another Whisperer. Blah. Okay. I'm cool with that. Oh, except it has vigilance. I'm less cool with it. Yeah, I'm leaning towards using prophecy. And I think I will. I guess I could have blocked. I probably should have blocked and fire prophesied. That way we don't have to worry about another mutation. That's rough. Alright, so... Oh yeah, it had Menace. Good. Yeah. So we're going to end up losing this Lava Serpent, which kind of sucks. But at least we have a Moloch, I guess. So, alright. Let's attack with Cub Warden here. Play the Moloch. And we're going to go for blood. And we can use that next turn to kill this thing. In theory. But only after they Lava Serpent and get back a permanent from their graveyard. Or not Lava Serpent. Make me discard my Lava Serpent. Yeah, that's my plan A, is pumping the Cub Warden and go for blood. Plan B is giving up my rooting 2-for-1ing myself. Okay. Interesting. So I need to use go for blood this turn if I'm going to do it, is the thing. Okay, so I think... that is what we're going to do, is... and then attack with it, because it has Menace. What do I want to hold on to more? Snare Tactician or Lava Serpent? That's hard to say at this stage of a game. If I knew I was going to draw a land, I think the answer would probably be Lava Serpent. They may just go wide here. I kind of hope they do. Like, play a creature to help them go wide. Yeah, that is what they do. Ooh, that's nasty. Okay, so player Tactician. We're going to have them at low enough life that I think Draneth's Stinger is now more attractive than the Lava Serpent is. Though, whichever one I don't play is probably going to get discarded from my hand anyway. tap down Girafid. Look at that. That should do it. Alright, we got there. Good hand. You do turn 1 Flourishing Fox and try to go to town. Turn 3 Mentor to give it Menace is pretty nice. Using the Moloch to get back go for Blood later is nice. Unfortunately, they may have dead weight, but I guess I can live with that. Hope they don't. Well, that's encouraging. Okay, so... let's attack. The thing I'm worried about here a little bit is easy prey, but I think that's being too worried. Yeah. Well, it's going to be hard not to want to play the Mentor next turn, but we'll see. If this Fox is alive, that's what we'll be doing. Well, that's not great news. Luckily, they're not really abusing it at this point. But they'll probably be abusing it in no time. I can't believe they designed this card and didn't think about Black Lotus. You know what I mean? Like, what were they thinking? Don't have a dead weight. You don't need dead weight. Just pass the turn. And then I have a nice attack. I can pump it if I need to. Yeah. Everything will be fine. Let's attack with our Fox. So if they go for a double block here, we can potentially really hurt them. We do have to give up our Fox, if that's what we do. But it might be worth it. Is it worth cycling? I only have to cycle once to do it, so probably. I could also just pump it. And if I pump it, though, I can't add anything to the battlefield, but that's probably fine, too. I guess just pumping it is worth it. That way I hold on to the cycling. I'm not going to be able to add to the board this turn if I pay 2 mana either. So I might as well just pump the Fox. Is it just better to play Snare Tactician here? Probably. The Marmoset's tempting. I mean, it can do similar things. Make it hard, although this has Menace, so never mind. It can't really do similar things. I guess we get rid of Shredded Sails before we get rid of our charge. Although, I'm also kind of okay with just taking 4 here. Yeah, let's take 4. Or, you know, maybe not. Alright, so let's cycle. And let's attack. Someone gonna eat a Divine Arrow? Doesn't look that way. Let's see if we get our Marmoset countered here. No, it looks like we did it. We're in pretty good shape here. I don't know what they have in their hand, though. Like Zenith Flare, maybe? Like 2 Zenith Flares? Because what do they have that they just can't play, you know? With that many cards. Zenith Flare would be something you can't play, but... So cycling on our turn is now more attractive because of Prickly Marmoset, so I'm actually going to wait. Yeah, so... Can we just win? We might just be able to win. So tap that. So that's 9. Oh, yeah. Now I think we definitely win. Six, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. I'm probably just going to use Coordinated Charge. I could win in a lot of different ways, but we'll go with that one. All right. We're at least going to break even in this one, more or less. Looked a little ugly there for a while. We've been getting our foxes early, which has been nice. And yeah, we definitely keep this one as a result. We do only have one other cycler right now, but we have a good chance of drawing more. And we can actually curve out pretty nasty, even if we don't get to pump our fox right away. Like if we go fox, stinger, venturer, that's pretty attractive. That's what I would do that for sure if I draw more cyclers, like on my second, in my first 2 draw steps. If I draw one other cycler, I think that's definitely the plan. And we have the Mentor too as a potential route to take on turn 3. Might even be better to play Marmoset if we had a bunch of cycling. We did draw another cycler, so... I think I'm going to go Fox, Stinger, hopefully play something on turn 3, and if I don't, cycle. So... Don't have dead weight. Ooh. Well, I think our game plan just changed a little bit. Now, cycling our Stinger looks pretty attractive. Thank you for the follow, LCJ talking. Yeah, that's gross. I don't think it would have been a free attack. I think they would have blocked our Flourishing Fox. Oh, with 2 mana up. Yeah, that might be true. Alright, so I think we just take 4. What's your mana cost? Even? Yeah. Well, we attack for 4. And I think I'd play the Venturer here and name Even for now. Get the shields up. Cavern Whisperer is not even. They're gonna make me discard a card. I could cycle here. We do have a free attack. I mean, they can't block this right now, so I think we'll attack. But then I think we either want to play Marmoset. I think we want to play the Marmoset. So we can really chain some cycling together. We need a Snare Tactician, though, to get through this thing. Although, the Mentor will help. I mean, the Mentor is good against them going really tall on one creature, obviously. But... and I'm sure that's what they're going to do here, yeah. It'll become a 5/6 now. Or a 6/6. 6/6, yeah. So... I guess we discard our Shredded Sails here. Yeah, we'll just take 6. I think we can win this race. Especially... yeah. I can actually hold on to the charge. But I don't think I want to. I think I'd rather just cycle it here. Man, if they can do lethal to me here, that's going to be rough. But it has Menace anyway. I don't think we can... I think we just have to hope we can win the race. And if we can't, we can't, you know. It's kind of what we're looking at. I want them to play something small I can hit with Fire Prophecy, but it doesn't look like that's their plan. Okay. Yeah. So, that is 11 damage. I might have lethal on board, but with all the mana they have, I'm not really interested in attacking with everything here. I think I'm just going to play the Mentor and chip in here for some damage, or try to, anyway. So the Fox is going to more consistently be large. So I guess I'd rather it be menacey. See if they have a kill spell. No. I don't really want to give up my Marmoset. Like, we could consider it, but I don't think we want to do it. So let's see if they have that Divine Arrow. That's pretty nasty. That is bad. That was bad news right there. 3. We might still be good, though. Fire Prophecy. Oh, man. They just went way larger than I can cope with. Okay, so we're gonna Fire Prophecy. Wait a second. You're unblockable if I kill... Never mind, I'd have to kill both of them. What happens if I attack in coordinated charge? Okay, so I think here's what I'm gonna do is Fire Prophecy, Blitz Leech. So we're pretty much dead. I mean, they'd have to... I think here they may just take this because they know they can. Because I have to double block the Cavern Whisperer. Ooh, no, they do block it. I'm really glad they blocked it. I think if I were them, I would have taken a risk there. Even though there is very significant downside, yeah. Yeah. I attacked because I was dead on the backswing. If they didn't. I know I was dead if they didn't block, but I was dead if they didn't block. If they did block, too. Okay. They could have attacked me with 3 different creatures, and I could have only assigned... I wouldn't have had enough blockers. I'm gonna attack here. Is it better to kill their Fertilid? Probably not. It's probably better to just cycle. Okay. That's enough lands, I think. Well, I guess I'm glad that they blocked then. Because may have been a mistake to attack there. They have a mutate that can kill me? They do. Yeah. We've died to exactly lethal way too many times today. Sure makes me wish I'd killed that thing. I was kind of hoping I'd just cycle into more cycling, but it didn't work out. But yeah, if I'd killed that Fertilid, we would have been in good shape, but I'll take the 4-3. So we went to combine 6 and 6 today. Not an exciting day, but a couple of different kinds of cycling decks. So that'll be it for today. We don't have time to do another one. I won't be streaming next weekend. There'll still be YouTube videos and stuff coming out. Those will all be scheduled, but won't be streaming next weekend because we're moving. But I should be back the weekend after that from our new house. So yeah, so Everybody, have a nice rest of your weekend, and I'll see you in a couple weeks here on Twitch, and, you know, YouTube videos will be coming out as normal as well. So have a good one, everybody.